Okay, you guys. So it is almost gonna be midnight, and I'm just dyeing my hair. I've been awake since 2 in the morning. Um, so I was dyeing my hair and I started getting messages, and I was gonna record while I was dyeing my hair, but I didn't want to get my phone dirty, like todo blue. Al rato parece pitufo, like me, but I just wanted to catch you guys up on a few things because I've been getting my signs, and then when I go on social media, they're saying kind of like similar things, and then other readers are saying like the opposite. And I don't want my collective to get confused because I know that I've been giving messages about two energies that want to come in, one from the past, one also from the past, but not like that far out in the past. And it feels like somebody who you either cut off, let go, or somebody that's just jealous, stuff like that. So use your discernment because I know a lot of us are still repeating certain tests, certain cycles, and we haven't caught up with a lot of the tests. So, if you are confused when it comes to who to let in your energy and who not to let into your energy, I want you to do us a favor. Me, the universe, God, source, your spirit team, your higher self, 211. Take some time to isolate. Take some time for yourself. Take some time to really process what happened to you, the way that you reacted, the way that you responded when these things happened. Take the time to acknowledge if the way that you responded was in your childhood traumas. Were they your teenage traumas? Were they any type of traumas? Is it you trying to run from your problems? Is it you trying to avoid your problems? Like, what is the core of this? Like, why do you want to accept somebody from the past if you're even considering it? Because if you're part of my collective, I know you're not going to be looking at anything from the past because we don't look back. Like, no somos cangrejos, no, we don't fucking go that way. Like, we keep moving forward. But I know that there is a small percentage that still needs guidance, that still needs that little push, that still needs that clarity. So, if it is confusing, it is not for you. What is for you will be 333 so clear in your soul that it resonates with you. If you feel like there is room for confusement, that is not for you. It's for somebody else, but it could relate to you in some type of way. Let it go until you feel it in your heart and soul that it resonates, that it really connects with what you are feeling in here, 0404, and what you have been living. I know that there are also, van a haber muchas like death waves, um, plagues, sicknesses, a lot of things that Mother Nature is doing because, of the things that are happening in the world. A lot of retaliations, a lot of job related dramas, attitudes. Just stay in your lane. It's a lot of useless crap that we don't need right now. A lot of useless things that are a waste of time. Today is August 14th, I believe. Let me check. Bro, I'm like way off. 0505. It's August 16th. Why am I missing 2 days? I think I'm just like working a little too much. Literally, if I'm not at work, I'm working on my dreams, on my goals, on my business, on my projects. Multiple now, because I used to only have two, and now I have like three or four more that I added to the franchise of things that I want to do. But back to the messages, dude. I think the bottom line of this whole message that they were trying to get me to say is to really look within yourself, because obviously you're supposed to act accordingly for whenever, 0606, whenever certain energies reach out, whenever certain energies try to trigger you, whenever certain energies try to humble you. Because, oh my God, with you falling in love with yourself, you are triggering a lot of people who do not love themselves. And it triggers them to the core because they are so superficial that they think they love themselves, but they don't understand why they are so focused on you, why they're so angry, even though you are in your own lane, even though you are focused on your own things. Like, they do not like all the attention that you are attracting, even when you don't want it, even when you're not giving any of that energy back. Like 0707, like, they are literally watching people cater to you, give you not only the attention, but like literally they want to give you things. Like, they want to gift you things for no reason. Like, other than they just want to be in your energy because they understand that you are so exclusive that they don't know what to do to get into your good graces, to get in your good side. But they don't understand that you are selective based on the currency of their energy, not the things that they are gifting you, not items, not things. It's the respect. It's the fact that they were not talking about you the minute that they saw you. 0808. It's the fact that they held onto their, ¿cómo se dice? I guess you could say, like, they held on to their own personal opinions, and they did not judge you based on how you looked, how you talked, how you dressed, especially like a lot of the things that other people tried to shame you for, a lot of people tried to manipulate you for. Like, that is where you're going. That's where you're gravitating to. Those are your gente. That's your people. And the fact that you rather sit with sinners instead of like people might judge you wrong, but it's like, no. Like, you are so balanced. You know exactly who you are, that you can sit with people who are walking a dark path because you know that there is 0909, a soul there. You can wake up. Why would you want to sit with people who already think they're perfect? Or that they don't have, like, I mean, they're good role models. I'll give you that. But if you're religious and, you know, I don't want to put like my own personal opinions about Jesus or anything, but I don't see him as a religious dude. I see him more as an alchemist, as one of us. They just happen to worship him. They just happen to worship him. Like, I don't know. In my mind, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, motherfuckers, I told you. Like, like I was trying to teach you and you started worshiping me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But, anyways, it's like a funny thing for me. I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but he had friends and he would rather sit with sinners. He saved, ¿cómo se dice Magdalena en inglés? Her. Like, he literally stood there risking his own life to save a prostitute. And people change. Like, that's the thing. I think that the reason why a lot of us were allowed to fall so deep down, it feels it was because of that, because it gave you that first look of what that reality was. You were always protected, you were never that bad, but you got a glimpse of what it was, but you lived through your own hell as well. Like, there was a lot of things, like a lot of chaos, but like you lived your own hell. Like, and then it was surrounded by more darkness. Like, you had to pull yourself out of so much, dude. And yet people are still trying to humble you. Even when the universe, God, source, your spirit team, your ancestors, they were the ones that chose you to be walking karma. I saw 1144. To be walking karma, to be that messenger, to be that teacher, to be that help. I saw 1155. To be the help, to be the change, to be the, I heard that, to be the person to deliver certain tests, certain lessons, certain blessings. Like, you are that being, that person, and other people want to stop you, dude. And praying to people who are protecting you, to worshiping those same people who are protecting you, asking them to take your life, to do this, to do harm, to take your money, to take your stability, to not let love in, to have you obsessed with a certain person when in reality, who's obsessed with who? You're the one doing the magic, not like it's not even hitting over here. Like, we hear it, we feel it, we alchemize, and we use it to our advantage. Thank you. Send it more. Because we're going to get further. We're going to get so high up. Like, you guys don't understand. You were unbreakable, untouchable, and now you are unreachable. And they still think they can. 1313. And when I see the 13, I think of like lucky 13, like a lucky number, and then 777. So I feel like you guys have so much luck that you are also gravitating people equally as lucky as you. But they're all mixed. That way, you have to use your discernment. That way, we kind of divide those who are fully woken and those who still need to repeat certain lessons. Um, Again, that's why the past has to come back. Sometimes things are left undone, unsaid, but that's just their message. I mean, if it was for me, I'd be like, nah, it's okay. Like, no closure is my closure. I rather that, because at least I made my own type of closure. I don't have to be, como se dice, disappointed with the type of closure they're going to offer or they didn't. So I make my own because that helps me move on. And then it helps me see the truth about the person they were and how lenient I was. You know what I mean? But the universe is always trying to tell me, like, okay, but this is your test. Like, you are their leader, you are their messenger, you are that person they're looking up to. Like, you cannot stay stuck here. And that's what also motivates me to keep healing and keep going instead of just kind of staying stuck in that anger for a little longer just because it feels comfortable, just because I held on to it and tried to like rewire from it and release it 15-15 for a long time, that I wouldn't allow myself to move on from that anger. And then when I forced myself, I was like, dude, why was I doing that to myself? Like, I wasted all these holidays being angry when I could have been focusing on my spirituality, focusing on my growth, focusing on healing more of my childhood traumas, focusing on the people that love me, that care for me, and getting the blessings that I have right now. Like, the life that I have right now was worth everything that I lost. And it took me a long time to be okay with saying that. And that's why it pisses me off when I get the messages of the past trying to come back, because it's like, for fucking what, dude? I understand that we need to, close certain cycles ourselves, but like, if we are healing, we close those cycles. The universe is asking us, now that the tables have turned, they're the ones looking for that closure. They're the ones looking for, you know, what we were looking for. But now that it's too late, it's like, what are you going to do? For those of you who are cross watchers, hi, I know you're here. And, you're doing this to yourself. You shouldn't be watching this. You know that you shouldn't be watching this, but yet you like that pain. It became an obsession. It became something that you crave. 1717. See, because at one point you wanted us to be the ones in pain, the ones obsessed, the ones watching, the ones doing all this chasing, but we don't chase, we attract. We are a lot stronger than a lot of you thought. My collective grew so much spiritually that those surprise attacks are not really surprise attacks, because we felt them a long time ago. We have been preparing, and even though they tried breaking several barriers, which we need to, reinforce again, they were not able to reach the core at all. 1818. They were able to break certain things. They were able to create certain disturbances. But that's it. The thing is, baby, we come from hell. Whether we were born, raised, or just walk through, happened to get stumbled on that neighborhood once upon a time. All of us different. You cannot break something that already broke a long time ago and rebuilt itself time and time again. You cannot touch someone who is as protected as we are. My collective cannot be fooled anymore. 1919. My collective will not go under any trance. They will not fall for old lies because they feel it. The way that their intuition has evolved, it was always there. What I'm hearing is the universe saying, like, desobediente. Eres desobediente, but like, no. Confirmation. but in a childish way. 2002, where you weren't really listening to your intuition, but you knew. And every time things happen, they happen exactly how you said they were. 2020. So it's not that you discovered or that your intuition evolved, because your intuition feels like it was always there. It's more of the fact that you are learning to listen to your higher self, to universe, God, your intuition. I feel like you're learning to divide that light and the darkness and separate it and be able to walk accordingly in the middle. I feel like a lot of us do not waste no more time, because we already wasted too much time in the ungrateful. I feel that all these good changes are going to continue to happen for as long as you are in a good mental place. And that mental place cannot be as good if you go back to an energy who is just trying to aprovecharse. They just want to take advantage of the success, of the peace, of the place, of something you have, your energy, your time, your essence, your body, your mind, your abilities, your gifts. To each their own. Don't let these changes scare you. Don't let the signs scare you. They're meant to guide you. It's time to listen. I feel like it's time to fly free. It's time to keep going, keep moving forward. Do what you feel that it's right for you to do. Forgiveness does not mean you have to stay. Sometimes we have to learn to forgive those who actually deserve it. I know it's kind of like a thin line, because light side me is like, yes, everybody deserves forgiveness because we all mess up. Yeah. But dark side me also understands that some people intentionally hurt other people. And there's a difference. I think people who are learning, who did it out of impulse, they deserve forgiveness. Those who had time to think about things, those who had time to process, those who had time to plot in 333, those who had a plan, those who had a plan B, plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Those people do not deserve shit from us. But that's just me. You might be more advanced than me and forgive them anyways. I think in this point in time, August 16th, not the 14th, I am not ready to be the bigger person. Not when I understand that people do things intentionally. They know what the fuck they're doing. They just don't give a shit until the shoe is on the other foot. When those tables turn and the universe shows them firsthand, they don't like it. Yet, 444. They didn't have remorse when it came to us. To each their own. You do whatever you feel is right for you. Guided by your intuition, your spirit team, the universe, God, source, whomever you believe in. Good luck. I love you, and stay woke.